Mark here. I'm out at Sheep River again. Today I had a plan. I rolled out of bed, I started getting ready, and it was raining. It wasn't supposed to be raining, but it was. So I grumpily, hunkered down on the couch for a while, and then I look out the window and it's sunny at like 1 in the afternoon. So I just kind of said, the hell with it. I'm not out here doing planning the same hike that I had planned. I was gonna go do Green Mountain, but now I come out here and it's really not that nice. But I made the drive. I have my rain gear. Hell with it, man. I'm going hiking. Alrighty, we're in the purple one again, volume 4. And this is what I am planning. And then probably this one here as well. Alright, that is on map 3. So I am parked here just at the entrance to the campground that is closed at the moment. And I'm going to go do this, 26A. Well, I've been hanging out here about 20 minutes, hoping for things to get a little bit better, but you know what? Ultimately, I have what I need to go make this happen. It's not as pleasant as I would like. Can't all be beautiful weather, so just go do it. And the Sheep River is just always delightful. Anywhere you go, it's a nice, great rock bands. Oh yeah, very cool river. Campground would probably be open by now, if it wasn't for coronavirus. But there's an attendant here, and tomorrow is June 1st, so I get the sense that tomorrow it's opening up. Good old sign here with trailhead parking. Looks like a good place to start. Okay, cross the meadow to the campground road and then find the trail behind site number 18. Simple enough. Also, I'm thinking that's where I'm going. Just a wild guess. Alrighty. Nice campgrounds. Pretty decent amount of space in between the sites. You never know. Campground's gonna be a parking lot, or they can, be to the point where you can't even see the next guy. One of the things about starting a hike out of a campground is there's trails all over the place, right? But I'm happy to see that this is actually on the apps, on the app map. I use Maps.me on that app. This one is called Bluerock. It's like Bluerock Creek Knob. So yeah, gives a little something to follow. All right. Now the trail follows this thing, and that's delightful. Love the gurgling of creeks. And from the looks of it, I follow this a long ways. So that's pretty cool. Well, this is not the easiest to follow. I followed a trail all the way up here, and then it died away. On my app, it shows it being over there. In the book, it says you get onto a rib to the right of a gully. So the gully was that creek, which is now down there, and then you follow the rib. So this is the language in Kananaskis Trail Guide that sometimes I don't. Yeah, you gotta know rib, gully, all that stuff, right? You gotta know all those terms, exactly what they mean. Because it's all unofficial trails, right? It does look like there's something picking up over here, which is what it shows on my app map, and it's kind of getting closer in beside this gully again, the creek. And here's a bit of a trail. Okay. All right, so gully's down there. I climbed up a little bit again. The big bump beside the gully, for the most part, I would say is what she is referring to. The rib. I'm not following any trail. I'm just climbing the rib. And my apps agree with me, so yeah, let's keep on rolling. see what's going on. Nice little rest. This is Shundalasha through the mist of the rain. It's just been sprinkling on me so far. The book says you climb the rib up through the forest and then onto steeper grass. So I'm taking a little rest before I tackle this guy. Whew. The gully kind of goes up along there. Once I got to the top of that grass, pretty much on top of this ridge. There's even a little cairn here. And I met a couple of other hikers who are headed down here. So I might do that on the way down, just for fun. Anyway, pretty much on top now. I can head this way. There's supposed to be, according to them anyway, a good trail with some flagging. Oh, I can already see one. And yeah, off and running. I feel like that grass is probably the hardest part of my day, so. Very nice and open up here, so you're just kind of following whatever trail you can find. It's not hard. I mean, too far to the right, you start descending. Too far to the left, you start descending. So, just stay on the flat part or straight in front of you climbing. Not rocket science. Wow. So you can see all the red spruce needles around. That's pretty normal. And then something kind of sticks out. This is like some kind of orange moss. It almost feels like cauliflower. It's even like on top of the stick. I don't want to touch it too much. This is, whatever this is, I rarely ever see it, so I don't want to hurt it. There's a little burnt piece here. I wonder if that's part of it. Huh. Cool. Okay, that was one apex mentioned in the book. That's the thing. If when I do come to a viewpoint, I'm gonna get blasted with wind, so it's gonna be no talking at all. For the main viewpoint, apparently I have to descend actually 20 meters, and that will give me the viewpoint above a big cliff, so let's go check that out. Well, I feel like I missed the other viewpoint. Not too worried about it though. I'm just going to keep walking towards the next goal, which is that one. Right there. So this is going to be the challenging part of this, right? Up around this. Well, it hasn't been bad. I've been mostly able to find my way through things by staying a little to the left of the ridge. I think now I'm into the first col, the first saddle. There's two ridges. There's one that I don't know if I gotta climb it entirely or just get around it. And then there's the other one, the one I showed on camera, my goal. So yeah, you know, this area isn't too bad. I've been leaving breadcrumbs on my phone, make sure I can get back. And yeah, it's been going all right. So the book suggests to stay a bit left, and that's been working pretty well. I just had this a couple of days ago, bushwhacking along a ridge. If you stay right on top of the ridge where the wind is most prevalent, there's going to be more deadfall. So just, you know, in this case, just to the left, just to the side of a ridge, it's probably going to be a lot better. Look how nice this is, right? Seems like I found a nice trail here. It's hard to imagine it's not man-made. I mean, you can see that it's been cut. I don't know if cows and animals can really do that with a lot of use, but anyway, I don't have to ascend this one, you know, little hill in between my goal. And that last one, I can just, this trail is pointing me right at where I want to go. It's just kind of contouring me around it. So fine, I'll take it. Well, the problem with animal trails is the wind has just come up, is they ultimately will lead down to water half the time. So I had to abandon that one. Now I'm at another little ledge. It's funny to think that these ledges could just be made from, you know, hundreds of years of animals walking along here, and they always choose the same trail. But sure seems like it, because I find lots of them like this. Sure makes side hilling a lot easier. Well, the book says to go and get that top over there, but I just walked around it. Now, one thing about side hilling is trying to figure out exactly where to go up in between these two. The nice thing is there's a nice little draw that will ultimately show you exactly where the two of them, where the saddle happens, right? So now I just gotta climb up along this draw to get to the saddle in between the two. Hopefully I'll pop out of the trees and see where I'm going. Or hell, I'll just turn that way and start climbing, right? Okay, clearly I'm almost there. Whew. Oh, it's even a little snow still up here. Why do I feel like this might be it? That's hard to imagine. All right, go check it out. I'm sure I won't be able to speak up there, so just a lot of wind. That is really cool, but the wind is so bad. Go hide behind this tree. All right, let's go look at this. Another big rock thing over here. Let's go up top of that guy. See if I can get a shot of it before the wind hammers me. There we go. Literally just standing right here. When you're up on a peak like this, you want somewhere to hide, man. Otherwise, you wouldn't hang out there long. I mean, it is just hammering me. It's fun though. Okay, so just showing where I went. This is the original ridge. Right, came down to that hole, and then I kind of sidestepped around this thing, and then came up the draw here and up here. So yeah, I don't see a whole lot of reason to walk down here and see that. Maybe I will. Well, instead of heading down the little draw in between these two, the book talks about walking underneath this kind of an orange shell bank here. Walks underneath that, looks like it's straight in front of me. You know, why take the exact same way? When you're bushwhacking, it's actually pretty damn hard to take the exact same way back. You're pretty much going to take a different way, so why not? Why not just do it on purpose? More interesting. Well, this is pretty nice. It's just leading me down nicely. You can see that other people also take this way, so yeah. Oh, you also get a great shot of it from here. That is really nice. Sure looks a lot more intimidating too from back here. Wow. Well, I walked below that rock band for a bit, then I climbed back up top, and it was actually quite nice hiking up there, and now I'm starting to descend it, and more nice hiking down here. I think it was better than down there where I side-hilled everything, frankly. Like, look how nice and open it is. Right now I'm going around. Right now I'm going the wrong direction because I can see there's a bit of a band in front of me. Yeah, oh, actually it doesn't look like it. Whatever. That's what made me think there was a band. But yeah, a lot of neat little cool, I mean, we've got some white rocks up here. Don't see that too often. Not here. All right, so here's the trap of, I mean, I'm even following a bit of a animal trail right now, right? Looks really nice. Pretty sweet in here. Well, guess what? I'm supposed to be that way, almost 90 degrees, about 400 meters down there. That is where I'm supposed to go. So, yeah. You got to use those waypoints. If you're down to got no phone power or whatever, you got to use your compass. Got to do what's needed, right? So I got to descend down here. Yeah, that's Jill was mentioning, you know, put a waypoint in the coal. I think I ended up erasing it. And, you know, I just following this, didn't want to go down here too far. I think I was following the ridge. Well, apparently I have to go down this, like 400 meters to get back to where yeah. So, yeah, I'm screwing up a little bit. That's for sure. Yeah, I must have screwed up. I must be on a totally different ridge. So I'm gonna have to go down here and probably climb up to the correct ridge. Whoops. Well, I'm gonna have to go over stuff like this, but this is unavoidable. The whole reason that I got so far off course is because I did avoid this. I just took the easy way, which turned out to lead me off completely the wrong way. So, take my medicine. Here we go. This is the division between the two ridges. So I was heading down that one, whatever ridge that is. I gotta cross this nastiness and then I gotta climb back up over to the ridge that I was walking on before. All right, this is the ridge I'm supposed to be following. This looks familiar. Jesus, I feel like an ass. Oh well, learn. Gotta learn from it. There's where I got to. And now that the rain has gone away, you get a solid shot of this. It's definitely better than it was. Well, I've stayed pretty low on this side trying to find this view. It might be just up here. In fact, I think that's, yeah, that's the first viewpoint. I can see the cairn. Well, I got a lot of great shots of west from all the hiking down there, so not like I missed out on some viewpoints, really. But yeah, I'm on a trail that's even lower than this, and yet I somehow missed. Maybe I went below it. Oh well. Holy crap. This made me jump. Big brown thing in the forest. Made each other jump. Hey buddy. Oh, there's two of you. Sorry, I scared you. I should have yelled. Should have bear called. It's cool having encounters, but for all you know, that could have been a damn cougar. Now they're just hanging out. Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk along the trail all nicely and jeez. You knew I was there. You were already looking at me. And then I jumped. And then you jumped. Yeah. Talking about you. Oh, that's cute. Right there. Hold that. Aw, you're just framed up all nicely. Your friends are gone, and yet you're hanging out here watching me. Oh, there you go. notice the two dents in the side of you, I wonder. Someone give you a couple of good kicks? Alright, well, I'll let you guys be. It's enough gawking. Alright, this is the top of the grass. This is when you get up to the top of the ridge. This is where I encountered those other two hikers, the only ones I've seen today. And they were proceeding on down this trail. So, hell with it, that's what I'm going to do. I'm taping out a bit more of an adventure, but it'll be fun too. Hopefully I don't run into, them lost and starving or anything, right? Whatever that trail was going through the woods, it didn't last for long. And just kind of following, just kind of bushwhacking, real easy. I was going to start cutting down towards where I need to go, but then I saw that about 250 meters in where I'm going, it's about, there's what's called South Gorge Creek. So I think I'll go down to that and then I'll just follow it. And it goes back to the road. Nice lush forest, so much moss. Well, the creek's about 100 meters down here. Now, I'm not sure what I would find down there. I could find that there's a 50-foot bank right on my side. There's a trail on the other side, but that might be there because there's a 50-foot bank on my side. So, yeah, I've come across a very nice little trail here. Game trail, human trail, who knows? And I'm inclined to follow it, so I'm gonna check it out. Of course, that trail went away very quickly. I'm on some other game trail now, just nicely going down. Like I said, that bank looks kind of steep, so I'm not inclined to go entirely down there. There's some nice bushwhacking. It's such a nice area for that. Really awesome. Well, high above that creek, I'm following some sort of old trail. Oh. Not sure where it came from, of course. Lots of stuff down across it. Maybe an old road. Who knows? Oh boy. Oh yeah, look at that. Sweet. It's almost better to be in the forest now. Well, still going on this very old logging road. When you have a ledge like this and then it's flat, it's hard to, generally I think that's a logging road. Pretty old. But it's so grown in that, yeah, it's kind of cool. Frankly, I can't even really see the old logging road anymore. It's a total mess. And look at this nice little way down to beside the creek. There's only 400 meters to the road, so I think I'll take a chance. Very nice. I could even cross if I have to. But there's a bunch of little game trails along here, no surprises. Usually water has a bunch of game trails, right? Animals like to follow it. It's pretty mandatory for them, right? Not bad, man. Why is the water so bubbly? I wonder why that happens sometimes. Well, I was going to talk about how I see things by bushwhacking that few people see, but I'm pretty sure that's the trail on the opposite side. But hey, this is pretty cool. Gotta make sure I got solid footing here. Not bad. Cool. lot more cool stuff, but can't really follow it anymore. I went down into this. I'd be taking a chance that I'd be pushed out into the water. I have to come back up here, right? You can see this is becoming like a canyon now, so I'm gonna have to climb and you know, just kind of get myself out of here now at this point. Well, I ended up coming back to the logging road after all. It's much better shape now, but it was a real pain in the butt to follow. Very few people have ever followed this thing. Yeah, logging road, wagon road, mining road, who the hell, you know, an old road of some kind. Now I'm starting to lose it, all right? Well, that old road is kind of following this ridge, and I lost it. Screw that noise. I can hear the Sheep River down here. On the way down to the river, I actually intercepted the trail here. That Indian Oils trail, it must cross that creek. I just didn't realize that at some point it did, and it was probably just below me as I was trying to follow some silly old road. Oh well, I'm down to the highway now. Well, I'm gonna walk back a kilometer along the highway. I might as well make it interesting. All the devastation, all these trees, this is all 2013, pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, that was an insane flood. Boy, there's been plenty of evidence that the river's high. Look down here, these are trees that are not accustomed to being in the water. No question about that. I've just been walking on the road for the most part. If I stayed down there, I would end up 60, 70 feet underneath my car, so there's the sign for the campground. All right, so I didn't know about this little access trail, so that's the one I intercepted. So, you know. Well, another fun day. Even simple hikes, I tend to make them a lot more. Yeah, I tend to make sure that my feet hurt and my legs feel it by the time I'm done, but good little bushwhack. Got to see some good creek falls. Got to see some good views, even though there's a lot of wind. And hey, you know, I salvaged the day. A day that I lost like 3 hours sitting around at home thinking it was raining all day. Well, sprinkled on me a bunch, but when it stopped, I honestly didn't even notice. So, not that bad. All right, get out there and hike.